This is the 23-year-old accused of opening fire today inside a busy terminal at Los Angeles International Airport. A TSA agent is dead and 3 others are injured. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Natalie Hurd. We're going to hear from a Medford woman who was just feet away from those gunshots and check in at the Medford airport where an LA flight just landed. But first, here is the latest from LAX. Chaos and terror erupted around 9:20 this morning. That's when police say 23-year-old Paul Anthony Ciancia, a New Jersey man living in LA, walked into the airport carrying an assault rifle and more than 200 rounds of ammunition. This cell phone video obtained by TMZ shows people running after hearing the gunshots. An agent was shot and killed. He's been identified as 39-year-old Gerardo Hernandez. 3 others are injured. Armed LAPD officers stopped the gunman and took him into custody. Investigators say Ciancia texted his brother this morning that he was thinking of killing himself. Flights to and from Los Angeles are delayed across the country tonight because of that shooting, but one of those flights just landed in Medford. And that's where we find NBC5's Roma Villavicencio, who's joining us live now with a passenger from LA who says this afternoon has been pretty chaotic. Roma?
That's right, Natalie. I'm here with Jeff Bro, and he just landed from one of the last flights coming into Medford from LAX. Jeff, tell us a little bit about what you experienced today back home, back at LAX.
Well, the hardest thing was getting into the airport. Once we got there, it wasn't too bad because everything had been cleared up, except there were policemen everywhere, as you can imagine. The hardest part was really getting in. They had just allowed buses, vans, and taxis in, but no private vehicles. So if I had driven to LAX, which I frequently do, I'd still be there.
And
I'm
how
glad
were
I took a bus.
you feeling? Were you nervous? How was it flying here?
Flying here was okay. It seemed normal. Once I got inside the airport, it was really kind of quiet because the strangest thing was outside the airport around the rim. People had been standing around for hours because they weren't letting any cars in, so they couldn't get any shuttles to their hotels. So there were just an awful lot of people.
But were you nervous? Were you worried at all?
Not really too bad. It was pretty well in hand, I thought. And my terminal was far away from where the incident happened. I was at Terminal 6, and it happened on 3. So it was a frightening experience, I'm sure, if you were there, but that was long afterwards. So.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much, and we're glad that you're back home safe. So thank you so much, and thanks for talking to us.
All right. Have a good night.
And thank you. Good night.